Welcome to your magical moon message. This is the peace dealer, and the moon is in MF in Capricorn, the land of the goats, and the sun is in Pisces land, the realm of the legends. Because Capricorn is a land and Pisces is a realm of existence. And for those of you who were confused, it's actually Virgo world or Cap world and Pisces land. Certain people thought it was Pisces world, but no, it's more like Pisces land. And some of you need to know it is the peace dealer, like A Tribe Called Quest and a pimp named Slickback. You have to say it all together. It's not peace dealer. I'm not peace dealer. I am the peace dealer. Okay, like a pimp named Slickback and A Tribe Called. Okay, you have to say it all together. Okay, the peace. Okay, we're cool. So welcome to your magical moon message by the peace dealer, not peacekeeper or the peacemaker, the peace dealer, okay? The moon in Cap, sun in Pisces, 11th house transit here. Bringing everything together, the moon in Sag gave you a vision of what success looks like divinely and how you're coming into this new moon cycle going to sow the seeds for that. And I think this is going to be one of the most powerfully, intuitively magic days ever. And that's mainly because we're starting the gauntlet again with the moon in Capricorn going through Mars, Venus, Pluto, and then it's going to go over Saturn and Aqua, and then it's going to go over Jupiter, Neptune, and Pisces, and then it's going to go over Chiron and Aries, and then it's going to go over Uranus and the North Node in Taurus. And then we're out the gauntlet. It's ending earlier than it usually does in Gemini, which means it's more focused. So there's hardcore manifestation starting from the powerful action in Capricorn that will drive organization into manifestation coming into Taurus. It's also an amazing practical chapter and transit to ground a lot more of the unconventional eccentricity of this higher aspect of you. So many of you have maintained trueness and integrity when it wasn't popular to do so. And maybe you have forgot, maybe you thought the universe forgot that when it was needed, you kept it real. A lot of people decided to be fake because in that moment, they gained a benefit for it. It was either comfortable, it was something that brought them out of an unpopular opinion or view. And so they got the benefits now. They may have to deal with the consequence later. You dealt with the consequence then. Now you get to deal with the blessings now. A transit like this is going to bring back full circle a lot of realizations made since Saturn was in Cap. And so 2020, and even before that, 1990 and in 1960. So a transit like this coming into the balsamic phase where we release old knowledge because of these realizations. Today and tomorrow, you're going to come into, remember, the 11th house is now community, it's associates, it's friends, it's hopes and wishes, okay? So you're going to see practical, tangible material in the form of people of integrity, okay, beliefs, ideologies that, one, align to literal hopes and wishes being made real. And the whole mechanism of this is every time you say a prayer, God sends someone to answer that prayer for you because we're all connected. So in that sense, you're going to find pieces of the puzzle piece come together in relation to the new moon cycle where we'll set new seeds. It's just you're also going to experience very oddly and extremely, maybe in indirect ways, a lot of things that you were demonized, okay, or made fun of or ridiculed for believing and saying. The same people who try to demonize you are going to be saying what you're saying. And if you're not slick, they'll try and say it like you don't know it. Like you weren't saying it. Only twisted in a different way to literally still dismiss what you said. Or for those people who have integrity, they're going to admit, hey, you were actually right. I didn't believe you when you said this, but you're actually right. You're going to see this happen quite shockingly. And it's going to be indirect. In the case of those with no integrity, it's going to be indirect because they'll flip it on you as if you weren't telling them this the whole time, but they're just going to have a twist in how they say it to be like, well, it's not exactly what you said. So don't get caught arguing. Just be very mindful where over the next 2 weeks, you're going to step into a promotional cycle, because this is based on Pisces, the broadcast perception, the perceptual illusion or divinity. You're going to start to see this mutable flip of a lot of narratives now beginning to actually express a whole lot of what the truth has been. Okay, follow Leo, because the opposition is to Leo. So for example, they were saying about masks. They switched the narrative about that. They switched the narrative about natural immunity. They switched the narrative around even Tory Lanez. Like, there's no DNA found on that weapon. You'd have to be an idiot to really think Tory Lanez shot her for real. But like, other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like, these things are starting to switch. That's because we're ending the cycle of a lot of things that started 2020, 2021. We're closing it out through Pisces. We're stepping into a brand new cycle. All of this was a beta test, by the way. So before they now launch this new theater of war, and basically bring I saw on the news, you motherfuckers ain't shit. CNN, you ain't shit. I saw you talking about, okay, we have war in Ukraine, but don't worry, there's a brand new variant. Don't tell us about a new variant, bitch. We don't care about a new variant right now. You niggas are unscrupulous. You're evil. You're evil. Okay? And honestly, I don't want to like pitch in theories or stuff, but I want you to know that why are they making Russia out to be the bad guy? Why are they making Ukraine to be the victim? And why are they making Russia out to be the bad guy? Maybe this special military operation is a lot more than you think. I'm going to reference a video that was done 2019 or 2020 of Rudy Giuliani talking about how Hunter Biden and his father had shady business in Ukraine. And now people are talking about biotech labs from the US there. So do the math. Okay? Y'all try to F with Putin and he putting his foot up your ass. So there you go. Other than that, though, be very mindful of narratives and how things are not at all as they seem. So the organizational power of Capricorn is so key here, because the receptivity to this understanding of incredible power is going to link with Mars and Venus conjunct, and is going to facilitate forward-moving action, forward-moving success, forward-moving progress. The key here is integrity. And so any inability with that square to Chiron in Aries to match authenticity with integrity will be addressed so that it could be dealt with real time. I think many of you are going to be surprised with that moon trine to Uranus, where initiatives to step in a new direction, to make money or ground more success are immediately manifested. You start seeing results immediately, especially to automate income, especially to automate more stability. And other than that, I just kind of wanted to clear that out the way. The grounding of this Capricorn power is going to direct the focus of how you perceive the super magical magic with Pisces. And the sun is drawing closer to Jupiter. So we're getting ready for things to be blown out of proportion. We're getting ready for collective evolution. We're getting ready for new cults to just deceive people, because people believe anything, especially in this vulnerable state where most people want something to believe, but don't sleep. A lot of people, what 2020 taught a lot of y'all is a lot more people awake than you know. There's a silent majority of people who are awake. They just don't say anything. They're not on the internet talking shit, spreading conspiracy theories, sharing their opinions. They watching and they silent. Don't think that they're not woke because they're not saying anything. Don't think that they're not woke because they're not out there protesting. They're not stupid. Okay? They're woke. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. There's a lot more people who know what's going on, and they will not say shit because they're not stupid. So keep that in mind. It's not to say that people who say stuff are stupid, because they're people who are meant to be messengers and, like, you know, be a leader. But just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Even people who act like they don't believe in this stuff, they're not stupid. They're not going to say that they do because they're not stupid. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Okay? I don't want to get too Truman Show here, but the moon going over Pluto is going to end certain feelings for good. You're transforming at this crucial point of this gauntlet transit a deeper personification of the awakening of soul power. Every time we have a moon in Capricorn transit, we're awakening soul power on another level. So relative to 2020, when the gauntlet was established with the apocalypse cycle, Mars is 23 degrees Cap with Venus. The exact degree it was 2020 when we started the apocalypse cycle. That's on your boy's moon, by the way. So that's why I'm like the sole authority to this apocalypse. I'm one of the few people who actually understand what's happening. And if you're a third decade Capricorn moon, you need to take credit too. You understand it too, okay? Pisces suns, moons, aqua suns and moons, y'all don't count. Y'all are like aliens watching Earth. Like, oh my God, Earth is ghetto. And Pisces is like Aquarius, oh my God, like we've been known this. Like, right, y'all don't count. We don't care what you have to say. You could have been done something. Y'all don't count, y'all. Y'all don't count, okay? Okay, shout out to Capricorn. We have to actually deal with this for real. Okay, Aquarius want to be up in space. And Pisces, you want to be in another dimension. This is going in and out. Like, okay, I want to fuck with, no, well, you good. You good. This is an Aries to Capricorn affair here. And Pluto, Aquarius, Pluto's coming for you. Okay, well, I'm jealous as hell. Other than that, this is an awakening of soul power that now at the Pisces level, you are awakening a transcendent perspective of so that you can utilize. You are now using divine abilities that are getting ready to transcend you out of your entire life experience. It's just, this happens every month. So every time the moon's in Capricorn, we awaken soul power, but relative to where the sun is. So we've had the sun go through each of the 12 signs. Boom, 2021 went through each of the 12 signs. Boom, 2022, it went through Cap. We had the gauntlet in Aquarius season. Now we have the gauntlet in Pisces season. The next time we do this, y'all, Pluto's going to be in Aquarius. So that's going to be next year, after another year of gauntlets. The Pisces awareness of this is transcending with Neptune and Jupiter to the next level, how we utilize this awakening of soul power. So where it was already real, you're going to experience the next level in order to prepare to practice coming into Gemini season, a full-on integration of this awakening in ways with which you can now utilize in your social environment with other people. But right now, this is still developing the attitude around this synchronization process that is reminding you that you are eternally a badass. Really experiment with unconventional ways to manifest in the ways with which your soul draws you to so that you can change the function of your mind. March 2nd, we're going to have 19 degrees Saturn and Mercury in Aqua. And then March 2nd, 2023, we're going to have 29 degrees Mercury Saturn. I did a Saturn return reading. Shout out to Alexandra. I figured that out there. So we're really getting set up for a whole year of transition and transcendence. Uplifting out of our old limits and stepping into a higher definition of how we believe in ourselves. So yeah, this transit is having you understand the integrity and soul awakening power of what portal you're going through. Where is Pisces in your chart? I still have my discount sale. You want to order a reading with me, a transit forecast, if you want insight to that. But other than that, before we step into this new moon, this 11th house transit is going to prepare us for the balsamic phase, where we supernaturally transcend knowledge of the divine because of the physical actions in the Cap, Aqua, Pisces finale that's going to literally awaken a transcendent level of utilization of power, awakening collectively that you will manifest individually. So let me actually translate that. You've already awakened superpowers. You've already been using these abilities, and you've been experiencing higher paranormal levels of synchronization with your mind and your spirit than normal. This transit is going to have you definitively utilize this in ways that take you beyond what you're used to doing. And that's going to require a faith in yourself that if you are initiated, you'll understand. And even if you're not, if you stay true to you, you'll get. So Godspeed. and peace.